Welcome back, everybody. I'm trying. Welcome back to the Proud Mary podcast. I am Monique J, and my co host, 92 Stag, is not here as of now, but we are the podcast that gives you to you nice when we can and rough when we must. If you all don't know anything about me, first I want to welcome you all back. Coming back, give you some time to come back. But if you don't know anything about me, I am known for making sure that it is important to me to make sure that I don't allow things to stop me from doing what it is that I want to do. Now, if you have been on this journey with me today, you know that I have attempted to do 3 TikTok lives so far, and they have blocked it and shut it down. And then we just came on here. It froze. Um, and so I am doing me right now and making sure that I push through because I don't like I push to people to not allow anything to stop you from doing what it is that you want to do, from being what it is that you want to be, and all of the so I most definitely would not allow that for me. So we were gonna go through. I was talking about before everything froze, and I will be trying to work on my energy, y'all. So just want y'all to know, because I'm not gonna lie to you either, that I am a little irritated. But because I did want to do this, I'm going to make sure that I do this. Okay, KK. Let's see, y'all. So I'm trying to, because I can allow you all to come up as well. So I'm gonna try to get let me share the actual link. Share the link with y'all if you want to come up, and you can. So I'm going to share that with you guys. If you want to come up and join the conversation, you are more than welcome to. Maybe you'll help change my spirit, because the little demons been a little busy, but we ain't gonna let them be. So if you want to come on up, and once I pin it, I'm gonna pin it in the chat. If I have not, I got some of our regular people. Please, please, please comment. I will try to make sure. I know how to make people moderators on here. We need to do that most definitely, so that I can make sure that oh shucks. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Okay, y'all. Oh goodness. We gonna get into this though, y'all. For real, for real. I am not a quitter. I ain't been born one, ain't gonna be one. So I refuse. When I say refuse, to let everything that is trying to make me stop and quit and be irritated. Yes, I am back. I am back. I am not letting it, y'all. I mean it. Okay, so let me give y'all let me put this in here real quick. I'm about to pin the link so you can come up if you want to come up. Let's see. All right. So if you want to join me as I try to decipher and go over just click the link, it'll let you, and then I'll bring you on in. I don't know why I got these headphones on, because I can't hear nothing out of them, y'all. They ain't serving an ounce of a purpose right now. So I might as well turn that off. I think I'll be able to. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this back up here. You said, trying to keep Proud Mary from being great, but Shahid, look, let me tell you something. Well, you done been on here with me enough. But when I tell y'all, when I was froze, If you could have seen my face, if y'all could have seen my face, I was just like, I am not. I promise I will not let you make me be like you trying to make me be right now, because I was really frustrated. I'm like, I can't believe this. We've been doing too much. We already been, well, we ain't been, we I think we've been gone and down for about 4 weeks. And we know our manager had, when we started this, we had a great, the idea is great. We're gonna keep it up. And we did a good 6 months and nothing happened. Everything was going good. And then in true, world and life fashion, stuff tried to come up and stop us from, something came up that made us have to freeze and breathe for a minute. And but I just refuse to that just ain't in my blood, y'all. I'm sorry. It is not in me to be a quitter or someone who gives up on myself or anything or anybody else, especially anybody that I care about. So I was not gonna let that happen. So with that being said, we wanted to do this live. If you, like I said, if you want to request up, you can. If you don't worry about it. I know I generally can hold my own. I would love Stag to be here, but like I said, she has some things. It's been a lot going on. Whew, it's been a lot going on since we've been here. What we got, y'all? We got the Operation Epic Fury. We have gas prices up. Today I was I don't know if you guys seen it. I'm gonna pull it up before I get to talking about this real quick. Did you guys hear about the man who in Shreveport, Louisiana, who's killed 8 children? And from what I hear, the children actually what all the children may be his, from what I'm understanding. Supposed to be something domestic with it going on. I don't know what in the world would ever make you want to take out all of your children. But I'm gonna just tell y'all, I have been talking about this. I feel like these people who did that jabby jab, that shot, it, because ever since then, I mean, we've had some weirdos in this world, but I don't know about y'all, but I feel like it is more crazy people since si- since we took this shot. I'm just saying. It's been more crazy people since we took this shot. Well, not we, because I ain't take it, but the people who did since y'all took since y'all took that shot. Did y'all take that shot? Put in the chat if y'all took that shot. Did y'all let them people convince y'all? I didn't, but I can promise y'all, eh, I ain't seen people been in their right mind since then. Yeah, it's who was that said it's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. You said I paid $3.95 a gallon for diesel. For diesel? Wow. Where you at paying that much? Where was you at? I literally, it's so crazy. Oh, in Georgia. It's so crazy you say that. I just came from going to get me something to eat, y'all. No, if you're new here, you're watching, I don't be cooking unless I got to. I get something to eat out all the time. But however, I looked and I saw my gas. The regular fuel was 3.39, and the diesel was 4.55, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I mean, 4.99, 4.99. I was like, "Ooh!" I was like, "Oh my god, that is high." And so that's you doing good, because here in Texas, it is literally 4.99, and that was 4.99 at a place that I know is cheaper than at the truck stop. So you doing real good. Just know that you winning. Um, but yeah, I was gonna try to see if I could find that real quick and show a little bit about the Shreveport situation. I don't know, y'all. People are really losing it, and I really believe that 10 years from now, it's going, I don't want to say 10 years, maybe 5 years from now, it's gonna be a commercial saying, "Did you get this C-19 shot? Um, did you get it? Well, are you experiencing this manic, any of those things?" And it's gonna turn out that it's because of that shot. So I pray none of the people I care about really got it. I really do, because I mean, I'm even if you did, I'm gonna also claim that you're not um you're not gonna be affected in that way though. It ain't gonna get rid of you like that. But let me pull this up. I'm gonna see y'all real quick. Let's see, if you haven't heard the story, I'm gonna share it with you real quick. Let's get it. See, this is what happened when you the super producer. You the super producer for yourself. Okay, let's see, y'all. Let's see. Can y'all hear? No sound. Hold on. Says side effects just like medication. Let's see, y'all. It said no sound. Let's see. Did it mute? Okay, tell me if you can hear something now. You can hear me, right? Tell me if you can hear something. Can't hear. Okay, I got you. Y'all know. See, when it was me and Stag, I had all this set up right. Uh, let's see. Shit. Hey, look, my little system then you said, I know you can hear me. I'm trying to figure out why you can't hear the audio. It says use echo. Oh, yeah. You're supposed to be able to hear me, y'all. Oh, wait, that might be it. Okay, tell me if y'all can hear it real quick after this. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear the video now? Okay. No, I don't know. Okay, see y'all. This what happened when you be trying to be fancy. That's all I'm gonna say. Now I ain't changed nothing, but because we haven't been on here, I don't know. And the system that I use did capture system audio and sharing screen. It did do a update. So only thing I could think is maybe the I gotta do something else. And y'all know me, Echo. Y'all know me well enough to know I got on here and just said let's go and didn't think it. Can y'all hear? Yeah, I don't know, y'all. Yeah, I wanted to share that with y'all. Oh, okay. Okay. Y'all don't know nothing about me. In order to avoid getting frustrated, I laugh because that's gonna be the thing that saves me from getting too angry. And it's my fault, so I'm not gonna blame nobody but myself because I didn't change any of the settings. I've left everything the same because we have figured out how to get it to work. Well, y'all know during the show, normally we were playing everything and it was you could hear everything. So I didn't change nothing, but it seems as though maybe the update that happened that I did must have changed something, and I'm gonna have to take time when I have time to do it. So in the meantime, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go ahead and go over this save. I mean not the save actually, y'all. That's how y'all know I done got irritated. We're gonna go ahead and go over this agenda 47 and let's see if what it's about. Now hopefully you all can see that on the screen. Can y'all see it on the screen clear to where you can actually read it too? Please say yes. But don't say yes if y'all can't. Don't lie to me because y'all know I'm on the edge of about to lose it. I get y'all trying to save my life, but it's okay. I really ain't gonna go nowhere. I really ain't gonna give in. I ain't trying to go to the upper room yet, y'all. Woo, Lord have mercy. Okay. So you ain't gonna be able to hear him, so ain't no need for me to play it because I don't know what's going on. But so we're gonna go over real quick agenda 47. And then I would love for you all, anybody that is in here, you to comment and say, you can say, put a check mark if you think it happened and a stop sign if you think it doesn't. So if you on your phone, if you got emoji for a check mark, you can do the check mark if you think that it happened. And again, remember, if you want to request up, I have it pinned. Do I have it pinned at the top? Yeah. Did it pin? Okay, yeah. I have it pinned. You can request up to talk about it if you want to. Okay, so it says, I will shatter the deep state and restore government that is controlled by the people. President Donald J. Trump. Too small to read? Okay, hold on. I got y'all. I'm gonna just put it over my face. How about now? Y'all ain't got to see me. I ain't that vain. Can you read it now? Can y'all read it now? Let me know if you can read it now because I want you to be able to see it. You don't have to necessarily see me. Like I said, I'm not tripping on that. Can you read it? Let me get that off. Can you read it? Mary? Y'all said no? Still? Still too little? Okay. What about now? Can y'all read it now? Still no? Is it filled up? Okay, let's see. I think I can see it too. How about now? Yeah. All right, got y'all. Okay, so we gonna just make sure y'all can see what Trump never said. And I want you all in the comments to please comment with me if you feel that this has been done. I want you to put remember it's a check mark if it's happened and a stop sign if it hasn't yet. Okay. So it says, I will shatter the deep state and restore government that is controlled by the people. Now we understand we are about 14 months in. Do you all think he is in the process of restoring a government that's controlled by the people, or do you still believe that? Do you feel like Congress, the president, everybody but us is having kind of a say so, or do you feel like you are getting what you so far you feel like you're getting what you vote for? You can put yes or no in the comments for this. So if you feel like he has shattered the deep state, because I'm gonna tell y'all, I have I think it's a way for me to do my camera. Hold on. I have a person we were talking about, we're talking to, and they were saying that that they feel like Trump has gotten in, basically he is in with the deep state, and that he really hasn't changed anything, and he promised that he was going to be a certain way, but he is literally thinking about him and his rich friends, and he is doing everything. He is doing everything for his friends. What do y'all think? Do y'all agree with that? I, I don't think so. I don't feel I don't feel as though he is not doing what we voted for. I feel like the people who um feel that way are all people who didn't vote for him. You said exposure is stopping the deep state. Okay, so doing what he's doing right now, you feel that is stopping the deep state. Okay. You said no. Mary, you saying no, he is not shattering the deep state. You don't feel like it's controlled by the people. You think you look, I feel like I'm talking to myself, y'all. I'm reading y'all comments though. Exposure stopping the deep state. Okay. So he said, so we're going to go to the next one. You said, Clean Out the Deep State has announced a 10-point plan to dismantle the deep state and reclaim our democracy from Washington corruption. So this is what President Trump said. I should have a way. He said on day one now, y'all, he reissued 2020 executive order restoring the president's authority to fire rogue bureaucrats. Has he fired? Well, no, the people he's fired hasn't been, you think, um, rogue Democrats? What do y'all think? Um, I don't know. Who did he fire? I'm trying to think about outside of the people who didn't get their job done right, like Pam Bondi and Chrissy Nome. But did he come in firing anybody? Says think it's truly up to people to vote these individuals out of office. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Jerry. I agree, Jerry. Um I think that if we continue, because like they always try to say, they all are friends, they all actually are in with each other, and no matter what we say or do, they're going to you know, keep them their friends in there and do what's best for their friends. So I guess I get that. I get that, and I actually agree with it. So I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna even say 50% on that. I don't think 50% that, because I don't see anybody getting fired, and I don't feel like anybody that I want to go is gone, because they have done too much crime and done too many things, and I feel like it's too many of them still in office. So I'm gonna say no. But if you all feel different, you most definitely can say you feel different. You really can. You said, I feel he needs to do more of what he promised. Mary. Okay, Mary, what are you thinking? What do you feel he's promised that he hasn't done? What do you feel he's promised that he hasn't done? All right, so then I'm gonna go. You put that in the chat. I'm gonna go to number 2. It says overhaul federal departments and agencies, firing all corrupt actors in our national security and intelligence apparatus. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you all. I feel like he's actually done that. What are y'all? You don't agree? I mean, not maybe everybody, but I do feel like he has gotten rid of a lot of the people. Because remember, didn't he get rid of a whole lot of FBI? Didn't he get rid of a lot of them, a lot of people in the DOJ? So I feel like at least in this first year, he's actually gotten rid of people in the national security and intelligence apparatus. Look at how he got rid of the guy Joe Kent really fast. Once we seen that something was up with him, even though he brought him in, I actually commend him for being able to make the decision, to get rid of people that he actually brought in. I think it takes a big person to do that, because a lot of times you don't want to do that because you're embarrassed that you made the decision. And that's one thing we know about Donald Trump. He don't have no problem firing nobody. So I actually am pretty happy with that. I really am. Let's see. Okay, so the next one we have, it says number 3, fundamentally reform FISA courts, ensuring that corruption is rooted out. Now, I actually was watching a hearing the other day, guys, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know what no FISA is. So I wasn't sure what they was even talking about. But I was watching the hearing, and I did I guess kind of hear them. Let's see what the heck is FISA. Let's see. Since it ain't gonna show that. Hold on. What is FISA? More of us, the American people, stop letting these Democrats tell him what to do. You think he letting the Democrats tell him what to do, Mary? Do you? Oh, okay. FISA means Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. So what was that? Congress will soon vote on a reauthorization of surveillance authority known as Section 702, which is set to expire April 20th. Although Congress passed the law to facilitate surveillance of foreigners overseas, the government also uses Section 702 to spy on Americans, a practice that has resulted in widespread abuses and made the law deeply controversial. The upcoming reauthorization is an opportunity for Congress to enact long overdue protections for Americans' privacy. I actually did see this, guys. I did. They're doing hearings on this because this is when they were actually spying on this is when they were talking about they were spying on what's this? I'm sorry. They were spying on the Congress people, congressmen and congresswomen. I didn't even know. So let's see. It says Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act authorizes the government to surveil foreigners located outside the United States. Intelligence agencies identify foreign targets for surveillance and direct U.S. companies like Google, AT&T, and Verizon to turn over the target's phone calls, emails, and text messages. The government does not need a court's approval to target a particular foreigner. Instead, a specialized court called the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, also known as FISA Court, approves general producers for the surveillance on an annual basis. Okay. Well, I don't have a problem with them looking at foreigners, but let's see what was going on. Okay. Says while the government cannot target Americans for surveillance under 702, the surveillance incidentally sweeps in Americans' communications in large volumes. Because Americans communicate with foreigners overseas, and because targets themselves need not be suspected of any wrongdoing. Hmm. It's what you say. I feel he needs to do. Okay, you said more for us, the American people. Stop letting these. Okay, I just seen that. Okay, so it seems like to me what they're saying, and I think that's what they were saying in the hearing, was that they were actually spying on us, and what was happening was because if you talk to somebody overseas, because that person was overseas, it was allowing them to actually it was allowing them to actually tap our phone conversations too. And I know I ain't for that. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't for that. I'm just saying. All right, so that says reform. So they are working on that. So we can say, so I'm gonna say number one. I'm gonna say number one, I'm gonna give it a stop sign. Number two, all the word all is in there. So I'm gonna say stop sign too, because that ain't done. And then fundamentally reform the FISA courts. I do know they're working on that, so I'm not gonna say that that's a stop sign. I'm not gonna put a check either. I don't know what to put. What we put when we say 50-50. Or they almost there because he ain't did it. Um, so I'm not gonna say that. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So now we got four. Says establish a truth and reconciliation commission to declassify and publish all documents on deep state spying, censorship, and abuses of power. So how about we do this, y'all? This is gonna be fun. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy and paste each of these things into ChatGPT. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT, have these things been completed? Would these things be considered complete or almost regarding Agenda 47? Okay. Would these items on Agenda 47 be considered complete, not started, or work in progress? Here we go. That way we ain't got to judge because we don't know everything that's going on. All right, so let's see. We're going to go with this one first. Let's see what ChatGPT got to say, y'all. Oh, with these on Agenda 47 be considered complete, not started, or work in progress. Establish a truth and reconcile. Okay. Well, what y'all think ChatGPT gonna say? Y'all think this was done? I'm about to say I just don't know much about this whole deep state thing. So I really can't answer none of that because I really don't know. I can't answer none of that because I really don't know. But let's see. Okay, it says I'd mark this one as work in progress, not complete. More bluntly, the broader effort started, but the specific promise as written has not been fully delivered. Why? Trump did issue actions aimed at the same subject matter On January 20th, so soon as he came in, he signed an ending the weaponization of the federal government, which ordered reviews of alleged past misconduct by the DOJ, intelligence, and other agencies. The same day, he also signed restoring freedom of speech and ending federal censorship. Well, he need to talk to goddamn TikTok, because TikTok ain't listening to none of this. Because they censor my speech every day and everybody else's. So I'm going to say, like they said, work in progress. It says there was also later a White House memorandum targeting CISA's past conduct, calling for a comprehensive evaluation. Okay. It said, but Agenda 47 pledge promised Truth and Reconciliation Commission to declassify and publish all documents on deep state spying. So it's a work in progress. They said started, completed as promised, no. Formal truth reconciliation. Okay, so they say a work in progress. I ain't gonna get no answer because I ain't know nothing about that part. So I can't complain about nothing I don't know nothing about. Okay, let's try number 5. Number 5 says launch a major crackdown on government leakers who collude with the media, create false narratives, pressing criminal charges when appropriate. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Let's see what they say. If you can tap, what I gonna say? Share. If you have not, all of y'all here, I know y'all subscribed already, so I appreciate it. I didn't want to do that. Let's see, y'all. It says, launch a major crackdown on government leakers who collude with the media to create false narratives, pressing criminal charges when appropriate. Okay. Okay. No, has this. Oh, let me get this. Cause see, ChatGPT, you gotta tell it a million times. Oh, I put it in the wrong one. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's see. I think I put it in my wrong one. Didn't I just? Oh, I did. Sorry, y'all. I put it in the wrong one. That's why it didn't give me the right answer. Ooh, I'm getting hot, y'all. And I ain't under but a little light. Let's see. Don't let me go back over there again. Hey, everybody, welcome in. If you are new in, we are literally going over Agenda 47. We have so many people who are complaining about what is going on right now in the government. A lot of people who voted for Donald Trump actually read Agenda 47. Some read some of it, some didn't read any of it, some read all of it. So we are going over to see if anybody get mad for nothing, if they should have read Agenda 47, or if we being let down. So we are going through each item. We are being cheaters and running it through ChatGPT and seeing if it seems as though the items are being done. So ChatGPT said this one looks like a work in progress also. Why? There's clear evidence the administration started acting on this promise. In March of 2025, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche announced a criminal investigation into what DOJ called a selective intelligence leak to the media, saying the department would not tolerate politically motivated leaks. The crackdown also expanded operationally. Reuters reported that in spring of 2025, agencies including the FBI, DHS, DOJ, and Defense Department were using or threatening polygraphs, leak probes, and other internal measures to identify people suspected of talking to the press. Reuters also reported, which we gonna take them with a grain of salt, that DOJ reversed the prior policy again and allowed prosecutors in leak cases to seek journalists' records and testimony. There's also been some actual leak related prosecutions during this period. The DOJ announced charges in April 2026 against a former Army employee accused of leaking classified national defense information. And Reuters reported that the case involved disclosures to a journalist for a book. Did y'all know about that? Hmm. Did y'all know? I didn't know about that. And this is just recently a Army employee. Okay. Well, I'm just tell y'all. I'm feeling a little good about what's been going on so far with Agenda 47. Mm. Let's go to the next one. So y'all, this will be good when y'all. I guess I have to be on other people's panels because that's the only way I ain't gonna get kicked off or get my stuff shut down. But this will be good. I know a lot of y'all don't come up and debate, but it's definitely gonna be good information for me and be good for y'all if you do go in. You said you didn't know. Yeah, me neither. That's first of all, that's crazy as hell that an Army employee and it was giving it to a journalist to put in the book. Now, these people crazy. I, I play with a lot of things, but I definitely don't play with the feds. I'm just saying, I ain't doing nothing. First of all, you got to serve too much of that time. And secondly, when they come for you, you know, chances are you ain't getting away and you ain't getting off because they don't come unless they really, 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 really got the information. That's crazy, y'all. Okay, so the next one was make every inspector general's office independent from the departments they oversee so they do not become protectors of the deep state. Okay, this one says not started. And honestly, the evidence cuts the other way. Ooh, they're saying they did the opposite. Since federal inspector generals were already supposed to be independent and objective. Under the Inspector General Act, the law's purpose is to create independent and objective units, and many OIGs describe themselves that way already, with separate legal authorities, budgets, personnel, and purchasing authority. So for this Agenda 47 item to count as progress, you'd expect to see a new structural reform, making every IG office more independent from the departments they oversee. So this hasn't happened. I don't really know the purpose of it. I would love to see what would be the purpose. Let's see. I want to keep on the roll. What would be the purpose of this? I don't even know why we would care, but I guess it's probably something I just may not understand, which is fine. I don't understand everything, even though somebody told me yesterday and today. I think I know everything. Ooh. Somebody told me I think I know everything. Let's see. Okay, can y'all still see this big? All right, we down at number 7. Let's see. 7 is establish an independent auditing system to continually monitor our intelligence agencies to ensure that they are not spying on our citizens or running disinformation campaigns against the American people. Now that would be good to know if this happened. They be spying on us, y'all. That's some crazy stuff. Let's see. Let's see if they say this has happened. Okay, so this says, check it. I'd rate this one not started either. So they ain't making sure ain't we ain't getting spied on. Can y'all still see this good? Says I could not verify the administration created a new independent auditing system or to continually monitor intelligence agencies for spying on Americans or running disinformation campaigns. I checked the White House actions, Federal Register materials, and intelligence oversight site sources and did not find a Trump ordered enacted law or formal standing. So, what does exist is the older oversight structure that was already in place. The Office of the Director of National Intelligence says it provides oversight of the intelligence community, and the intelligence community has an inspector general. So this ain't started. It ain't a work in progress either. I need for them to get on this, y'all, because I don't need to be knowing or thinking somebody spying on me. They don't know what I might be saying, which I always talk as though y'all do that. I always talk like my phone is tapped anyway. I don't know what that is about me doing that. I'm just being honest with y'all. Hold on. I'm being honest with y'all. I don't know. I've always just functioned as though it was literally somebody always listening. And that could be the hood girl in me now, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest. That's what it could be. Or it just could be I ain't stupid. Cause that also I ain't that either. All right. So that one ain't done. Number 8, continue Trump administration efforts move the Bureau of something. Something is missing. I don't know. Overlapped. Let's see. Maybe it don't know what the rest of it is. Let's see. Says continue. So this one is move parts of the federal books outside of the Washington swamp, just like Trump moved the Bureau of. Okay, it says this one looks like a work in progress. The promise says the promise appears to refer to moving agencies out of Washington, D.C. For the current term, the administration has clearly started pushing this again. On April 15th, Trump signed Restoring Common Sense to Federal Office Space Management, which says agencies should be where the people are, and removes older sitting rules that had pushed agencies to prioritize central business districts. The White House fact sheet also said the order was meant to let agencies move to lower cost facilities closer to the people they serve. There's also evidence of actual flow through, not just talk. GSA announced in March 2026 the key federal headquarter relocations were being carried out for the Departments of Energy and Education and the oh shucks. Hold on, guys. This is Stack. Yes, ma'am. All right, I'm on Proud Mary going over uh I'm on the YouTube. TikTok threw me off, restricted me twice. I ain't even say nothing. Mm-hmm. 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 Really? Right, right. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Okay. Well, I was gonna say come on here real quick, but I'm about to end in a minute. Mm, mm, hold on. I'm gonna send this to you if you feel like and request up. Hold on. You ain't got to turn your camera on. Come on here real quick, cause they want it. They want it. Right. Okay. Well, I just sent you that link. These people want to hear your people's on here. Just come on. Don't come on the camera. Just click the link I just sent you. Okay. All right. Sorry, y'all. That was Stag. She gonna come on. Y'all can't see me saying that, but y'all can see me saying that, but she got to come on. Let's see. I know y'all can't read, so I'm gonna make it big again. All right, so it says that this one is started, which we already know because he already had moved the Department of Education. Y'all know that. So that's a good thing that they did as well. Everybody has a problem with that. They think because he moved the Department of Education, that meant he was getting rid of the Department of Education, which I don't know. I mean, well, technically, I guess he was, but not all of the programs that are. All right, there she go. Hold on.
Hola.
Hey, Stack. Y'all say